Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a character who might seem straightforward at first glance, but trust me, there's a lot more going on.
Absolutely.
We're digging into Tso Lan, the moon demon from Jackie Chan Adventures. Our mission: to use his fandom wiki page as our guide and really get you up to speed on him. Consider this your shortcut to knowing all the important stuff.
And it's worth saying, that even though it's a fandom wiki, this kind of source can be incredibly dense. It collects so much information in one spot.
It really does.
It lets us piece together a really comprehensive picture of a character like Tso Lan. It's kind of fascinating how much detail gets curated there.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Who is Tso Lan? Well, he's a demon sorcerer, specifically the moon demon.
Right, and one of Shendu's 7 siblings. Shendu, of course, being the big bad dragon demon.
Exactly. So Tso Lan, the key antagonist, especially in Season 2, and he's got this Chinese trigram. We'll get back to that because, interestingly, it means water. He's also linked to the immortal He Xianggu and her symbol, the lotus.
And location-wise, his prison wasn't just anywhere. The source says the netherworld, but specifically between Earth and the moon.
Which makes perfect sense for the moon demon, right? Really nails that cosmic connection.
Definitely sets him apart from the others, even in where they were banished.
Now, his look is something else. Very memorable. He's described as insect-like.
Yeah, kind of insectoid. 4 arms, pincers on his face, dark gray face, by the way.
And that dark purple hair and a long ponytail. Plus, you can't miss the long tongue that's always sticking out.
True. And he's one of only 2 demons, him and Chang Zidu, I think, who are always fully clothed.
Right, in that red and purple outfit. Makes him look almost like Chinese nobility or something.
It's a very distinct aesthetic.
So beyond the looks, what about his personality? The wiki paints him as really intelligent, very regal.
Oh, absolutely. Probably the most polished of the bunch, you could argue. He's got this calm, cool, but also kind of cruel vibe.
Yeah, cruel-edged is how the source puts it.
Yeah.
Very different from his more rowdy siblings.
And his criticisms are so understated. Like telling Shendu very neutrally, "You chose to spend your time ruling China."
Or that dry comment, and things were going so well, just dripping with cold disapproval.
But that cool surface does crack sometimes. The wiki points out a couple of key moments.
Oh yeah, like when?
Well, he was apparently furious when Jackie Chan stopped him from messing with the moon's gravity. Pure outrage.
Okay, understandable, messing with his big plan.
And then, his shock when he found out Jade Chan, Jackie's niece, had somehow remembered things after they altered the timeline.
Jade. Always the exception.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What does it take to actually rattle this super collected being? It seems to be direct interference with his cosmic plans.
Yeah.
Or Jade's unique ability to defy their magic.
Interesting triggers. But despite being so sharp and regal, the wiki also says he can be a bit slow on the uptake.
Yeah, it gives examples. Like mistaking some guy named Cosmo for Jackie on a space station.
Seriously? Okay, that's kind of funny.
And apparently, he just sort of stood there while Jackie and Jade armed a torpedo. Long enough for them to actually fire it at him.
Huh. Maybe overconfidence.
Could be. The source does note that this initial underestimation of the Chans was a bit of a pattern for the demons.
Right.
And it mentions specifically that after he got his memories back from the original timeline, he took them way more seriously.
Huh.
So yeah, maybe a classic villain flaw, didn't see the heroes as a real threat at first.
He also sounds incredibly critical, like hard to impress, never gives a straight compliment.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He apparently hated Earth's landscape. Wanted to just, redo everything by yanking the moon closer.
And his comment about the moon itself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just looks at it and says it could use a facelift. Total cosmic snob.
Huh. And that dryness carries over to how he treats his siblings too, right? It shows the power dynamics.
Definitely. Like when Zhao Feng, the wind demon, wanted to talk things out nicely, Tso Lan just shuts him down sarcastically.
And the portal.
Oh, classic Tso Lan wit. They're having trouble with the portals and he just deadpans, like what, alphabetical order?
Okay, that's pretty good.
And then just blasts Pokong, the mountain demon, aside, saying age before beauty. Just completely dismissive.
Speaking of age, let's talk history. This goes way back. So Lan hinted he's older than Pokong, maybe the oldest sibling.
Seems like it, yeah. That age before beauty line was actually aimed at Pokong.
Okay. So thousands of years ago, he and the others were running rampant.
Terrorizing the world, yeah. Until the 8 immortals showed up, beat them one by one, and banished them to the netherworld.
And Shendu just left them there. Managed to escape somehow.
Apparently so. got stuck on Earth while his siblings were locked away.
And so Lan's portal specifically, we mentioned it was between Earth and the moon, high orbit.
Right, reinforcing that cosmic connection. And there's another interesting detail from that J-Team episode montage. It showed Tso Lan being banished by a male immortal. But his weakness, the lotus pod, is linked to the female immortal Hishangu in mythology.
Huh. So a little inconsistency, or maybe just an artistic choice in the show.
Could be either. It's one of those neat little details where the show's lore bumps up against real-world mythology in interesting ways.
Okay, fast forward to season 2. The Dark Hands, the bad guys, they use a shuttle.
Go up to a space station, yeah, to open his portal.
And once he's out, his plan is huge. Cover the moon in dark magic.
And pull it out of orbit.
Yeah.
To totally reshape Earth to suit him better.
Yeah.
Wild stuff.
But despite all that power, he gets beaten by a lotus pod in the end.
The specific counter provided by the Immortals, yeah. Then there's the Demon World arc.
Right, where they rewrite history using the Book of Ages.
Exactly. They erase their original defeat, take over the world again, but Jade remembers.
Of course she does.
She leads the fight back, so Lan actually takes down El Toro Fuerte in a fight during this.
Even with El Toro using the Rooster Talisman. Wow.
Yep. But ultimately, Uncle manages to banish him again.
And his power, the Demon Chi, even pops up later in season 5, right?
It does. It ends up in a lotus pod at a zoo. Gets absorbed by a panda.
A panda named Yin Yang, seriously.
Yep. The Drago, Shendu's son, gets it briefly. Uncle removes it, but Drago grabs it again in the final showdown. So his essence stuck around.
Let's focus on those powers now. Because being the moon demon, it's all about gravity, isn't it?
Pretty much his core ability. He can alter gravity locally, make things float.
And those purple beams from his hands.
Yeah.
Uses them to throw stuff around.
Big stuff too, like tossing Pokemon, who's huge, like a feather, as the wiki says.
He can glide through obstacles, levitate.
Yeah.
It all ties back to gravity control.
And the scale of it is just immense. Being powerful enough to literally cover the moon and pull it out of orbit, that suggests he might be top tier among the demon sorcerers, power-wise.
Easily one of the most powerful, yeah.
It really frames him as this massive, reality-altering threat. How do you even fight that?
Good question. And he has other tricks too, besides gravity.
Oh yeah, dark energy bolts, like generic magic blasts, telepathic communication.
Which is weird, right? Because his mouth doesn't move, tongue's always out, but you hear him speak clearly.
Exactly. Telepathy seems the only explanation. Plus teleporting, surviving in space.
That's a big one, surviving the vacuum.
And apparently he even used his hair once to grab Shendu when Shendu was just a spirit.
His hair, okay, that's unexpected.
Adds to the unique abilities list. And another bit of trivia from the source.
Go on.
He's apparently only seen actually walking once in the entire show.
Really? So he usually just floats or glides?
Yeah, or stands on a little floating rock, he guides around.
Yeah.
Really leans into the whole gravity-defying thing.
Makes sense.
Though they did show he has legs under the robe. A brief glimpse in Demon World Part 2, when El Toro slams him, you see boots.
Ah, confirmation. Okay, now for some really intriguing trivia. His name's Tso Lan. Possibly a nod to a producer.
Yeah, Tso Lan So. Could be a transliteration thing.
And he's unique among the demons because his element is a celestial body, the moon, not an earth force like wind or water.
Right. Although, you could argue gravity is an earth force he controls, but the primary association is definitely the moon. It gives him that cosmic scale.
But here's the really mind-bending part, the symbolic contradiction. His trigram
Means water in Bogwin.
Yeah.
The moon demon has the symbol for water.
While his sister, by Tsa, the water demon,
Her trigram means lake or marsh, basically another form of water, but it's swapped.
it's completely flipped. What do you make of that?
It's genuinely fascinating. Is it a mistake? Or maybe it hints at something deeper, like hidden connections, or maybe just the creators playing with symbolism.
Adds a whole layer of mystery, doesn't it?
It really does. Suggests maybe these elemental designations aren't as rigid as they seem.
So wrapping this up, it's clear Tso Lan is way more than just another demon sibling.
Oh, for sure.
His intelligence, that regal coldness, the cutting wit, the massive gravity powers, and then these weird contradictions, he's a really rich character.
Absolutely. And it just shows, again, how digging into these sources, even a fan wiki, can pull out so many cool details and connections you might miss otherwise.
Gives you a new appreciation for the depth, even in shows like this.
Exactly. There's always more to uncover.
So here's something to chew on. What does Tso Lan's water trigram really tell us? Does it maybe suggest a kind of fluidity in his control over gravity? Or perhaps it points to some hidden link to the natural world he wanted to change so badly. It leaves you wondering if there's an unexpected depth beneath that cold cosmic surface.